You know, like, I try to figure out how to do this before I go live, but my bracket won't hold my phone. I mean, he'll be able to hit my buttons. Good morning to my lazy bastard friends on the internets. We're up to one solid like, not bad. 14. Look at y'all, look at y'all. I do know that it matters with the likes. Somebody said it did, but it gives me a good reason to harass y'all. Well, guess what? I forgot to get feed yesterday. I've been here since about 5. Co-op doesn't open until 7. So we got the big boss fetching us some feed, and she's bringing me a microphone. And we're going to try a microphone out this morning at some point if she ever makes it here. She likes to get her a Frappuccino, a Mocha Choca Loca, some bullshit in a cup. And she, you don't want to be getting stomped to death by a bull and collar, okay? Because she'd be like, how bad's he stomping you? Do I have time to go grab a coffee? Because we both used to work in town, and we got to work at home from home. So when she gets a chance to go to town, she'll get her. Good morning. Sorry for calling y'all lazy bastards already. Well, actually, I'm not. I'm going to be honest with you. Oh, the electric fence game right on the ass cheek. Y'all have to watch it again. Did y'all hear it snap? Nah, hell, we're all lazy sometimes. Good morning. Why are y'all crooked? Is that better? I thought we'd start here. I'm still laying in bed. What time is it there? Tennessee. A lot of people, here's the crazy part. Now, I don't understand this, but me and Rufus have a Snapchat. We're trying to get enough followers on there to somebody's taking. There's already one on there I found with like 300,000 people. It ain't me. By the way, if you do follow that, it ain't me. I only have like 25,000 or 30,000 or something. But anyways, where was I going with that? Oh, if you have your location on, I can see across the U.S. where everybody's at. The few people that do, I don't know. There's a few hundred, and maybe 300 or 400. You pretty much can draw a line up the Mississippi, and from there east is where y'all are all at. Like, it's crazy. I mean, Missouri, of course, but pretty much from where I'm at in Northwest Arkansas, east, at least all of y'all have Snapchat. Yeah, New York, Florida, New Jersey, Texas has a lot. Y'all hide your Snapchat locations. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe from there over, we don't give a rat's ass. Detroit. You gotta say Detroit with like a little bass in your voice, you know what I mean? Colorado's good too. Good morning from Sherman, Texas. I've been there. Man, I'll tell you what. I don't know a lot about flags, but I know that at one of my apartment complexes that I work for, somebody hung the Texas flag upside down. Now, I know in most manners, that right there is grounds for an ass whooping. Nikki, good morning. There's my super fan, Nikki. But man, you hang in Texas. I didn't realize. I had to look it up. The red is for the blood that was shed for for what was it? I'll have to have somebody walk me through it again. But all I know is uh, we had in-state tuition at the University of Arkansas. So pretty much everybody, I had student housing properties I worked for. And man, there was a dad come up there, and the boys were from Texas, and they had hung their flag accidentally on their balcony upside down. I remember this, and man, their dad about whipped their ass. I just happened to be there for the ass chewing, and of course I had to stop and sweep the parking lot for a second and listen to it. Yeah, you know, um, I know everything about the American flag you could think of. Um, there's a lot of things that you don't think about. I've seen people get the American flag tattooed on them backwards too. You know, the flag is never to be displayed in retreat. So some people have it tattooed on backwards. And I'm like, man, did you screw up, bruh? I'm from England, and I'm also uh, land. I'm from England, and I'm also land. Okay. Oh, we got two lands from England. Oh, I don't even know how to do a British accent right now. I don't even, man, I'm gonna insult somebody. I can already tell you. Don't even get me trying to do so. I don't even know if that's right. Hang on a second. Hudson River by West Point Military Academy. Good morning. Oh, Northwest New York State small town, Montgomery, on the Hudson River by West Point Military Academy. Okay. Did you watch Sully land a plane on that river? Was that near you? Everybody's pissed right now, waiting on feed. I'm trying to stay up here out of this wind until we get some California. Why don't y'all have your Snapchat locations on out there? I don't have near as many people from California on my Snap. That some bitches are fat as a town dog. Look at all of them. Bellies hanging out. Wait, what's somebody doing? Good morning from Ohio. Team Brenda. Beautiful view. I can't wait for it to be my front porch, and I can't wait for it to get some grass growing. We locked down the deal yesterday. You know, we got the buildings. We're going to do both of them at the same time. It's going to take every dime I got, but we're going to do both buildings at the same time. Rough in plumbing and the structures, the concrete, everything at the same time. I had to redo my barn. So let me show you guys. So right over there is where my barn will sit, right across there, facing this way, with a 20-foot lean-to that way. And then my corral is going to be there. I don't know if y'all can see that's the tractor sitting right there. So you'll drive right, well, horse's ass. I feel like my dad right now trying to run the remote. You remember back whenever you couldn't rewind TV and your dad can't hear nothing? Actually, I don't know if everybody lived like I do. But anyways, my dad couldn't hear nothing, and he'd say, hey, turn that up. My mom, she could real good. She'd turn the damn channel on the TV, and then she couldn't figure out which channel she changed it to. And by the time she gets back to the right channel, so dad can see the news, some bitch is over. Did anybody else have that happen? And the whole time, your dad's just stomping. Or is that just me? Hang on, we're gonna tighten this son of a bitch up. Steak or chicken? Hell, we eat steak. Nobody had it happen? Okay, perfect. Just me. Well, I'll show you where my barn was going. Sacosta. So hang on, I'm gonna get this. Costa 1, 2, 3, 4. Sikatosta. That's why Sikatosta. I was trying to show you my barn. I think I nailed that word. My dad did that. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you. Even if he didn't, I appreciate you saying that. There's old Sikatosta again. The Bard. Thank you. You're welcome. 1 hour train ride. Thank you, son, for his service. Oh, yeah, definitely. G'day, Brent. G'day. All greetings from what? Please tell me you're from Australia. There's a little old lady that's, I think she's from Ireland. I don't know if she has me on YouTube yet. But she goes, I will love your wee everything has like W-E-E. I think maybe 2 or 3 E's. I don't know for sure. But she goes, I will love your wee cows and your wee farm there and your wee family. And I can't help but think it. Hiya from Australia. I always think I get that mixed up with Austria. So I really have to focus on how it's spelled to make sure I'm not like the guy on Dumb and Dumber. Teach Redford to set and give you, yeah. No, but we're going to step it up a notch. I think, Sedeli. What's up, man? Hey, thank you, sir. Sedeli 81. Oh, okay, thanks. Do something. We're waiting on feed. Hit like, please. Good morning, Brent. I just want to read where y'all were from and just have a second with you guys here. I will be on in the afternoon tonight, for sure. I know. I had a bunch of shit happen yesterday, and it was raining, and the wind was blowing about 9 kajillion miles per hour. Northwest Pennsylvania. What time, Brent? Time? I'm gonna have Amanda set this thing to where I actually have a time, probably around 6 Central. Indiana, unfortunately. What's wrong with Indiana? Why is this thing wobbling again, man? Northeast Ohio. Wait, what'd you say? Can you please what? Can we have a Q&A with the big boss, please? And thank you. Oh, yeah. I was thinking of like doing like a little mini podcast at my house. What do y'all think? She doesn't like that. No, yes, yes, no, yes, 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 sure, do it, no, yes. And then we can be like, we can just straight up ask Big Boss questions. And here's the thing, she has no bullshit to her. Who said no? Who is that? We're gonna block them. If you say no, we're blocking you. Allah, or whatever his name is here. I'm kidding. I don't know when we'll do it, but we'll try to do one. If you said no, all you got to do is not watch, bruh. God. Sometimes people think like, I'm just like, okay, you sons of bitches, you're going to watch this at this time. That looks like great steak. Well, that's kind of mean and ugly to say about a good looking bull like that. It looks like terrible steak to me, honestly. I don't know anybody that eats bulls. Um, you may, but that son bitch be like chewing on a piece of boot leather, so you ain't know shit about nothing, apparently. I know. But I gotta back up my boy. If you put A1 sauce on my shoe and cut a hunk out of it, it would be better than eating either one of them two tough bastards. While listening to garbage, what am I listening to? Eat a steer. You can eat anything, honestly. What they would do with bulls, and I don't even want to get into this, but he would go for hamburger meat, and they'd have to mix a lot of fat with him. He'd be all lean. That'd be your 90% or 80% lean. I drank diesel. Well, that could explain a lot of the problem with you. Oh, Ralph there, he is a steer. You can see how he doesn't show all that muscle like his dad. He looks just like a cow. They do not have all the hormones to get that giant neck and all that stuff. Oh man, nobody wants to eat one of them suckers. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I have found, and I'm not trying to insult anybody. I'm trying to be politically correct as I can be here. But the best beef you can get to process is a barren cow. A cow, in my book, a cow that cannot have a calf, whether she's sterile, whether she's had problems, whatever it is, the best beef in my book is a barren cow. Hard to find. Temperature this morning is about, I doubt I ain't dressing up as nothing. How much does Rufus weigh now? I don't know. We may never know what he weighs again. If we do know what he weighs, it means because vegan vegetarian here. I've got respect for you. If that's all you eat, that's all you eat. I will not talk bad about a vegetarian. My son, my kids, I let them do whatever they want to do. I don't ever push anything on them. They don't want to eat steak, good. They don't want to eat any kind of meat, good. More for me. But I did make my son that become vegan. I don't know which one he was, vegan or vegetarian. I don't know. He might have been vegan. Anyways, I don't know how y'all afford to eat because that shit's expensive, man. But I bought him everything he took, like so he wasn't left out at the house for anything. I bought him the hamburger patties that are made out of whatever horse shit that is, and they're super expensive. Anyways, about a year into it, he decided he didn't want to do it, but I just bought groceries. Maybe a year and a half. He went a long time. And, but I made him eat all that shit. So if I cooked hamburgers for everybody, he got one of them damn flapjacks. And, I'm waiting on feed from the big boss right now. She's going to be here in a minute. I don't know how long. Well, here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. We're not even going to go down that road, actually, but if you don't want to eat beef, don't eat beef. I got a buddy that's on an all beef diet, and that son bitch lost 175 pounds, and all he eats is steak. That's it. I thought, what a better freaking diet to be on. But that shit would get old. I like pasta too much too. Yeah, he lost a bunch. 150 to 175 pounds he lost on that carnivore diet or whatever it is. Can't be healthy. Ruby Sue's on the other side now. She's right behind. Well, hell, where is she? Where the fuck is Ruby actually? Oh, she's right there. She's right behind that tiny bush. I was like, God, he spotted one missing. I didn't even see it. I thought I saw her earlier, but sometimes I do get. Okay, no more talking about eating cows in front of the cows. Look at Ralph. He's like, all right. Happy Easter. Hey, today's Good Friday, isn't it? I don't even know what today was. I thought today was Saturday for some reason. Fasting, yes, sir. Happy Good Friday, guys. Well, she's got Ruby with her now. She's got her mama with her now. This is the, if you're new, this is the family. Redford, Rosie, their son Ralph. Now, what was that? Soda, what'd you say? Don't see Roxanne either. Now she's right there below her. She's down there. Roxanne's waiting to see which way the feed's going to come in because she don't want to have to come up if she don't have to. What do I know? Well, I don't know. You got to say what you said so we can see what you said to see if you know it yet or not. What'd you say? We'll start. Hang on. Hold. Hang on. That's a Bible. More than shiz. Sakasoto, could you come on and tell us what you were saying? That's okay. Oh my God. Now you've confused yourself. Actually, what I believe is to eat any animal that you would like to eat. All animals are clean. Some people don't eat pork, but any animal with a cloven hoof is what I eat. So basically, cloven means a split hoof. So like if you had a horse, don't eat a horse. You know, at one time, like a pig, hogs, pork, shit like that. But once everything was cleaned, we can eat it all. You know, I'm not a giant fan of venison. Did I miss somebody send something? I did, I think. Redford is fighting the demon pretty well this morning. Well, he thinks he's going to get something to eat. Is the only reason he's being nice at all. Who was it? Inwood, Deacon, New York. I'm not sure what that means exactly. Appreciate you, man. He's being nice because he thinks he's getting fed. He's also being nice because I'm in my pickup with the wind broke off. Look how tall this son of a bitch is. I have put this same lift on my trucks, and this one uh, is tall. That 3/4 ton. Oh yeah, man, I love. Man, everybody's gonna be hungry out here. I usually take a whole deer. Usually one of these bucks that is rutting. I take it to the processor and I'll have them. No, it's the new 6.6 gas motor. I ain't doing the diesels anymore. I'm sick of the smell of diesel. Sick of. It's really only the 5-inch lift, but it's taller than my old pickup for sure. You made it live and hit the like button. Hell yeah, you starting out Good Friday. Great. See, look, there is Ruth and there is Roro right there. Mama's leaving them alone. Everybody's settled into their routines. Everybody got respect where the respect needs to be. Crocodile in Australia is possible. Man, I would eat a crocodile steak. How do you eat that? Are they tough? Are they tough like a alligator? I'm sure all they are is a giant muscle. Yes, greasy. Oh, they're greasy? I wouldn't have thought that. Tastes like chicken. Does it taste like reptiles just taste different to me? Like we have spoonbill catfish, paddlefish if you're from up north, spoonbill if you're in the south. Um, they're old, they're prehistoric. Actually, I think they're the second oldest fish behind the sturgeon. Um, but but they taste more like a cross between alligator and a fish to me. Tastes like frog legs. Yeah, there you go. God, we can gar down here. We gotta have a damn hatchet and a chopping axe and a chainsaw to clean the damn gar. Sturgeon, what was it about? I have never been around a sturgeon. Sturgeon starting around here. Man, I'd love to catch one of them. You got room for one more? I've not, well, only at the Niagara Falls. The only, it's about as deep as I've been. I flew over Canada. The pilot said, sorry, we're having to deviate off course into Canada airspace for a minute here. I guess I have to tell you when you cross. I don't know. That's no. The answer is no. Yeah, we got shitloads of gar here too. Hi from Scotland. What time is it in Scotland? Does it rain a lot over there? Because I'd like to come over there. I got a buddy that's from. Nah, I'm not trying to insult anybody, but he's from Ireland. Um, I don't know if I feel like those are close to each other. I am geologically not intelligent, so Scotland, half Minneapolis. Good morning. Hour and a half flight. Oh hell, that's not too bad. That's like Mexico from here. We can't go down there for a little while. Apparently, they're getting a little rowdy. Toronto. Good morning from Peru. Oh, it's like having a teenage daughter and a 1-year-old. You know what I mean? Like they tolerate each other. Top of the morning to you from Ireland. Hey, Australia. Good morning from Tennessee. Man, I always wanted to come down to Australia and metal detect for gold. I'm sure everybody in the world comes down there for that. Um, but I think that would be so fun. I'd also like to see all the animals and shit. Madagascar. Lagging. Did it? We got great service. New Orleans. New Orleans, hell, you ain't but about just about hour or two, maybe no further than that. England, we love Rufus. Thank you. Good day. I watched Crocodile Dundee. What does Australia think about Crocodile Dundee, the movie? Is that insulting, or like, what do y'all think about that movie? As a kid, that's one of my favorite movies. But who's from Australia saying that? Yeah, she's getting her damn cup of coffee and everything else, and me, who? Crocodile Dundee. But who's from Australia and likes the movie? Or what do y'all think about it? Oh, wait. To us, it's not insulting, but it's funny. Okay. Big ball. Okay, here, look at it. Listen to this. Here's my outlook on this. Australia has changed so much, not for the better. Yeah, it's a lot of different places. So, I work with Hispanic crews at my day job that I'm taking a break from. A lot of Hispanic crews. I got some really good Hispanic friends. I got some really good friends that are Hispanic that are not legal. I've got illegal friends. I've got legal friends. I've got all of them. I've got the ones that go back once a month to come back, and I don't even know how the hell they make it back here so fast. They make it back here faster than I can with a passport. Anyways, with that said, where was I going with that? Um, I was talking about the other day, and me and Amanda I said something about Mexicans, and she was like, "Hey, you can't say that." And I said, "What do you mean?" And I said, "You can't call Mexicans Mexicans, or you can't call Hispanics Mexicans." And I said, "Why not?" I said, she goes, "It's insulting." I said, "Why would it be insulting to call you, if you call me American, hey, here comes the American. Is that just me? But how is that insulting?" I know, but like, I'm serious. Like, if you said, "Here comes the American," I'm not insulted. But I'm gonna ask my guys. Okay, no, I'm not actually. I feel like that would be more insulting to ask them if it's okay to call them where they're from. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that like, I don't feel like that should be insulting. Like somebody along the, and I know these guys, like they're great guys. I eat lunch with them every day. Like, but I feel like if I said, "Hey, is it all right if I call y'all Mexicans?" Which I don't. I like, not really. Maybe I'll say like we're. No, I'm not even gonna say that. But anyways, I feel like that would be more insulting. Here comes the American. That's what they call me. They call me Chivo. They call me, how many times Rufus saved you from Redford? A bunch, actually. It's not insulting, it's triggering. But I don't think it's triggering for Hispanics. I think it's only triggering for fucking white people that don't work with people that don't know what the world goes. Like, they want to make everything some kind of politically correct deal. Those guys, if I call any of the guys that work with me, and there's about 35, any of them come help me with anything. Off the clock, if Rufus and Redford played tug of war, oh, Rufus would drag his ass across this whole son of a bitch. I've seen Rufus during their big fight. Rufus took Redford when they got in a giant fight from right down there, when this was still real rocky, from right down here, all the way across here, all the way through here, all the way through right here. And then there wasn't a fence here, went through here. And then the brush pile where Redford just about got impaled was right over there. Took him through that brush pile backwards all the way down, and they ended up dead center in that pond. So, why aren't they building your barnuminium then? They would. I mean, I'd pay them. Listen, I'm not promoting illegals by 80 millions. I'm just saying what will be insulting and what isn't. Yeah, I know. Don't try to speak Spanish to certain, like, was it Guatemalans, I think? They don't speak Spanish, do they? Yeah, I know, man. I get along. I don't know. I got a lot of guys from Poland that work for me too, and they're some of the biggest, good-lookingest guys in a very heterosexual way. Like, all of them really cool, but you can tell, like, they're like behind times compared to us, like on their phones. And these are young guys, like 20 years old. Like, they're not real familiar with social media. They're not real familiar with iPhones. They're not real familiar with things. And I'm not going to make any Polish jokes, because I make those all day, every day at work with them. I've got a real funny video. I've got some videos of me, video on them trying to mix mixed fuel. I don't speak Spanish. I speak Spanglish, and they tell me just to stop when I start. But I understand Spanish, and I can understand everything you say, no matter how fast you say it. Even if they try to talk really fast, I can still understand when they call me a son bitch. That's the important part. I can speak a lot of Spanish. One of the best crews, my favorite crew I worked with. I already told you all that story, that we, I love Mexican food too. Real Mexican food. Your wife is Polish? Yeah, and Polish, the language over there, like German, Russian, Polish, all that stuff. I'm pretty familiar with that area, that whole area there. But man, they're pretty sensitive if you say they're from the wrong. Like, all these countries are in a spot about that big and like this big. And if you say, and I was thinking the same thing, like Mexico is just right. You just walk across into Mexico, but you don't want to accuse the wrong person of being Mexican, and you don't want, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same with them. So one of the guys is from Belarus, which is right there, and then Poland is right there, and then everything is right there. Well, which was all part of the Soviet Union, I think, at one time. Don't quote me on that. But anyways, I asked my buddy from Belarus, Matthew is his name. Um, I said, "Wait, you sound just like Russian." He's very insulted, like insulted him, and he's like, "No, no, 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 Mr. Briz, no." He kind of sounds like Count Dracula when he speaks in English. Mr. Briz, no, Russian. We don't like the Russians. And I'm like, okay, fuck me. I didn't know that. Then I look up Belarus. It means white Russian. Anybody quote me on that? And I said, hey, Matt, Belarus means white Russian. Dumb bastard. That's what he talks like. Right. Man, I run into people from all over the world. I work with people from all over the world. Um, it's I've had a very interesting life. But I got all them Polish guys trying to mix a jug of gasoline for a leaf blower one day. These guys are really good carpenters, though. Really good carpenters, and I think it's because they're behind. I like what I've seen is they're behind times. Like they still smoke a lot of cigarettes. They don't do any of the vape. They're not real big on their phones. They're not real big on different things. They do a lot of manual labor. But great guys. But you can just tell, like, with the youth now here and what they do, and then their country's just, it's like 20 years behind us, if that makes sense. And maybe I'm not trying to, like, I don't even know that would be racist or what that would be. But anyways, whatever. Great guys. But all of them really in good health. I'm talking like, if you've seen the guys from Poland, like there's panties like stuck to their side of their head and stuff all the time. Like these guys, I'm like, they don't even know they're getting flirted with though. Vanilla water. Yeah. They come over on visas, work, and then go back and come back and forth. And the Polish guys are my favorite, probably out of every different country, just because their language is so violent. It's so guttural and violent. Like they're, and I'm like, God, oh damn, are y'all mad at each other? And they're like, no, no, we're just talking about eating breakfast. And I'm like, holy shit. Like it's a very guttural, not pretty language, and I love it. And I could not pick up a single word of it. Nothing. Who's on here that heard me tell the story about the guy named Peter? Or I'll tell it again. I do a lot of new construction buildings from top to bottom, mid-rise, high-rise, all kinds of different things. But no, so there's the Polish guys. It's kind of like Juan in Spanish, like everybody's named Juan. In Poland, I don't know if it was just the crew I had, but there was 3 guys named Peter. And I don't understand. There was an old guy, middle-aged guy, and a younger guy. And we had one big nailer to shoot these steel plates in this building. And Peter, the young Peter, is the one that was supposed to have been shooting the nails to these steel plates. And that was the only nailer we had. Anyways, I'm trying to find it. It's early in the morning. One crew's needing it, and I'm hunting it down. I'm going through each group of guys. And I called Matthew. He's like the ringleader of the bunch. And I said, hey, whoever's got the big nailer, I need it. I think Peter has it. So he sends a guy down there. And he's like, yes, sir. And I said, where's the nailer? And he's like, well, Peter has it. I said, well, what's your name? He said, Peter. I said, well, what the hell? I said, I called Matthew and I said, Matt, send me all the Peters down here, please. And he goes, oh, Mr. Brent wants all Peters. Everybody's Peter. Come down and see Brent now. And I hit the whole crew down standing in front of me. And I'm like, you bunch of stupid sons of bitches. Which one of you has the nailer? Oh, Mr. For like months after that. Oh, Mr. Brent, you need all the Peters again? That's why they call me Mr. Brent. Mr. Brent. But one thing I did appreciate about those guys was every day there was something wrong, you know, when you get the job site in the morning. Every day there's something wrong. They come up to me, they come just power walking, like this high step power walking to me. They would stop in front of me, they would take a breath, clear their face a little bit, and they'd say, good morning, Mr. Brent. How was your morning? And I'd say, not too bad. How's yours? And he'd say, it's great. Now, hey, these motherfuckers this shit's been moved. They framed this wrong. And then they'd hit me with everything. But before they ever started, they would say, hey, Mr. Brent, how was your morning? You know, before they attack me. One thing about the Polish crew, if you gave them the architect plan and said, okay, here's how we're going to do this. Yeah, but if you tell them how to do it and you show them on the plan, here's how it's supposed to be, here's how it's got to be, and you show them one thing wrong, even though they can see the window is in backwards, let's say, they gonna put every one of them son of bitches in backwards because that's what you said. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what the hell. It doesn't matter how wrong. Like, I'd come back, Mr. Brent, this is how you said to do it. I was like, Matt, you can see the fucking thing is in backwards or upside down, or the tape joints don't line up with what the architect said. Well, that's how you showed us to do it. And I'm like, come on, man. I was always too nice. I worked around construction workers, and I was always too nice. Until everybody pissed me off. Then we would have a round or two. Everybody just kind of paced around. Redford is munching down on that wheat. You can be too nice. I know that sounds crazy. In the construction field, you can be too nice. And these guys will run over you. But, like, whoever had the leverage on the job site that day or that week or whatever it was, sometimes they'd have leverage on me for getting something done in the time frame, and sometimes I'd have leverage on them. And when they would leverage me, you know, then I would do it about 10 times back when it came back to my time. And then we figured out that it wasn't in their best interest. Now, they got me a few times. Yeah, that's a good one. If my pond would clear up. Good morning. Happy Good Friday. Well, anyways, we went through Polish, we went through Hispanics, so we're good today. We've gone through her. Why does Redford have no horns? It actually is really rare for a bull to have horns. I don't know if you know that or not. Most people think of a bull having horns. If they do have horns, they're dehorned. Most people want them to be polled. Non-polled, no horns. That's what it's called. So you can either have horns or not have horns. Best view. Thanks, Nikki. But you don't want horns. Now this rodeo stock you see, that stuff has horns. You see longhorns with horns. But in the beef world and cattle world, you just don't want horns. Not in a crowd, because they gouge each other. They take each other's eyeballs out when they're trying to eat out of a trough. They're just really rough. Now we're gonna have Ruth will be the first one of these to have horns besides Rufus. This is for Peter's story. Love the story. Man, that I never should have said that. I said, bring me all the Peters. And there was like, I don't remember how many. Every Polish sumbitch there showed up. And I was like, Mr. Brain, I bring you all the Peters. This is what you asked for, right? That's how he talked. Most of them didn't speak any English. So when I told Matthew something in English, he would relay it in, is it Polish? Yeah, Polish. And I would be like, did you say what I said? Because it sounded like you just chewed his ass. And I had no clue what he was saying. I said, are you sure you said what I said? The guy just stormed off. All I said was go eat lunch, have a great day. He probably said, get your chicken shit ass out of here and go eat something. Brent's sick of looking at you. Is Rufus mean? He is not mean. Is Rufus a bull? Yes. Will Rufus kill you? Yes. Will Rufus kill me? Yes. Would Rufus try to kill me? Not really. If he got me down, would he smash me? Yes. I know that sounds bad, but there's really not any of them that couldn't at some point when they're grown. Redford, I'm less afraid of Redford. Redford is the most dangerous is Rufus, obviously. And I don't just say that because it's Rufus. He really is the most dangerous one here. He doesn't bluff charge. He doesn't show signs he's going to charge. He just charges out of nowhere, even facing away from you sometimes. That's why I'm so jumpy. I've had him turn facing one way and just whirl around and come at me. I just barely missed him a time or two. Redford has never, it might change today. He's never charged me. I think if Redford ever charged me, he's going to get me. Because I've seen him charge Rufus, and he is fast. And he gets low to the ground, and he waits. He is very, 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 very sneaky. He waits for Rufus to have his head behind a bush, a tree, anything that blocked his vision. He would hit Rufus, and I mean, when I say hit him, he almost loaded Rufus in the back of my pickup one day. When my tailgate was down, he hit Rufus so hard, it knocked the air out of Rufus, and Rufus crushed my tailgate. And I was actually pissed about that. Not about my tailgate. I was pissed because I thought he broke some of Rufus's ribs. And I was actually feeding Rufus treats, and I was the one distracting Rufus, and man, I was pissed. But he hit him hard enough. Old Rufus let out a pretty good beller. Rufus turned around, and there was still air coming out of him. God, he's gonna take a shit right there, man. He's marking the spot. And anyways, my tailgate took a pretty good hit, and man, I called Redford every name in the book. But Rufus has been known to just break into a charge, and I don't understand that. And he can look just like he's looking right there. And then I do know one thing I found, unless he's in a fight, when I get him in these rocks, it's more tender on his feet. So if you notice, usually when I'm out in the open, I'm standing in a rock pile. And I feel like he just thinks it's not really worth it. But now I seen him take Redford through a boulder patch backwards and at 90 miles an hour. And then Redford actually jumped off a little cliff and Rufus was right behind him. It was probably 7 or 8 feet tall. And Rufus took Redford off of it. Redford turned around at the last second and jumped. And it was probably about as tall as, not quite as tall as Roxanne or Rufus, but it was straight off a ledge, rock ledge. And then Rufus went right off of it. Trees, they were hitting trees and shit. So, yeah, I don't know where the boss is. She's coming. But yeah, they are very violent, very fast. And I know when we see them sitting here, nobody, well, hey there, beautiful. I was wondering if you were going to make it up here. Let me set my phone here level. Hey, girly pop. What you doing? But she's already getting thicker. I can tell she's already thicker. Don't ram the phone stand. Come on. Sorry, let me get this thing. You didn't get to see her the other day. Her nose and her bottom lip. Look here. She'll show us. Turned black. She's like, let go of my head. No, I wasn't trying to fight you. Look at Rufus over there. Let me tighten this up. Whoops. Cracked her right in the head. Oh. This is what I deal with the whole time I'm out here. Can y'all see that? Hey, you're getting rougher. You need to get on the other side of me so I can keep an eye on you and Rufus. Look at all my grass, though. I know it doesn't look like much, but that's white sand out of where they drilled my well. They came from all the way at the top of the mountain. See all that sand? Oh, man. Rufus is so nasty, man. Roro, hang on here, girl. I was wondering why my shin was so beat up. Yeah, you better watch it. Where's her mama at? Ow. Man, she's... Okay, Roro. I see how we're gonna do it. Man, I found a bunch of morel mushrooms underneath this sycamore tree a few years ago. And when I cleared the brush off here, come on, come over here where it's more level, where we're not near Rufus. This was a massive brush pile I had to burn. Yeah, this sycamore right here, this was the only patch on my place. And when I cleaned the brush out from around it, there hasn't been one back since. I just carry y'all around looking at whatever the hell. Just trying to see if there was any happen to come up. I don't know, but look at that sumbitch and thistle right there. Holy shit. I need to get, what I need to do is put out a message to, if you have the same last name as me or you owe me money, you need to be over here this weekend. We're gonna dig some thistles. I think it's making, we had a real hard time getting a real good read on the water because we're in white sand. So when they blew all the air down to blow the water back out, sometimes it was making 10 to 15 a minute, and sometimes it was making 5 to 7, depending on what the formation was they were in. We tried to hit the bottom of the sand and about went broke. He said if we can get to the bottom of the sand, we get against some bedrock and we can, you know, at the bottom of that bit needs to be able to blow that air back out, to blow the water back out. So somewhere from 5 to 15 gallons. I have been trying to figure out how far I push water back up the case. And I just haven't dropped a rope down it yet to see. I have one of those well Kinsters. Yeah, Ruth is big. Ruth is 600 probably, 550 to 600 pounds. I know she doesn't look that big, but she's big. Oh, there comes Big Boss. Here comes the Big Boss. Now you gotta see how steep it is from up there to down here. That was Redford. I was hoping she'd drive the Ranger because he really screams. Here, Rhonda and Ruth, if I'd shut up. Listen to them, they got a cool one. That's badass. That's my favorite. I don't know, we'll have to go check her. You can stop at that feed trough back there. Feed trough. Did you bring feed? Let's put it in their trough. Back up, put it in their trough where they all get over there. I love Ruth's moo. Is that not badass? I love it. She's gonna do it again. That is awesome. Yes. I love that one. Damn, I wish I had a video. Can y'all hear the bass in that? Yeah. Did you put a whole bag in there? Pretty solid mama right there, huh? Oh, maybe blocking the road. I'd love to do something, but I'm getting attacked the whole time. That's all I do is get attacked. We better stop attacking everything. I've not fed everybody together yet on this side. Not really sure how that's going to go. Big Boss don't come out much. She's kind of embarrassing. Just deal with it, okay? Go down there and put it in their trough. Just throw it in there and I'll come down there. She does her best, okay? She ain't never gonna make it. She's trying. Well, Ruby, you can't help it, you're pregnant. Ruby will kick you. She's a known kicker. Look at her, she's gonna try to get this 50-pound bag of feed over that fence. Rufus is running. Yeah, forget it. Don't even try it. It's fine. Hang on, I'll get it. Hang on. I'll get it. Just hang on. Bless you. I can see that going south on me. Too old to find a new wife. You know it. I'd never come back out with one that good. Bless her for dealing with me. Can you put some of that bucket? Anytime you answer a question with a question means you're about to lie. That's what I was always told. Yeah. I was afraid. Put a little bit of feed in there so I can throw some in the trough and distract them. This could get weird, actually. Unfortunately. Okay. Y'all see anything? You can't keep up with the names, just wait. They're just going to keep getting more. Roxanne, Rhonda, Rufus, Ruby, Ruth, and Ramona.
It's like you need 2 feet truck.
I'm so happy to see that Rhonda actually takes up that. Okay, we got a microphone. We're going to do a mic check here, okay? Maybe. She doesn't know how to turn it on. It won't go through my phone case. Well, here's the beginning of the phone. Taking it out of this case. Or how's it go in there? I know, but the case is too thick. Does this case just come off? The phone just pops out of it. Bear with me, guys. Are you sure? I can't get it out.
Oh my gosh.
Don't break my phone.
It won't, oh gosh, what kind of...
Okay. I want to try it right now in the wind, woman. You put the phone in this case. How do you not know how it went in here? Okay, everybody hang on. We're all learning together, y'all. She put the phone in here, but she can't remember how she did it. Now she Roro, stop. Yeah, hang on a second. Man, this son of a bitch, you got me a super duper phone case here. I mean, I can't get some bitch out of this case. Oh, I might be able to now without that piece on. Okay, let's see if it'll fit in there now. Actually, I think it did fit in there. With that outside, she got me a damn super deluxe phone case. Okay, can anybody hear me? Does it sound better now? Does it sound like it's coming from a microphone? Sounds like it's coming from a microphone now. Maybe. Let me put this up here into my beard. Okay. Check, check, 1, 2, check, check, mic, check, 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 check. That wasn't quite the ordeal, wasn't it? Did it come with one of those buttons? fuzzy things for it?
There's not a fuzzy thing on it.
Like the fuzzy thing.
Big fuzzy thing?
Yeah.
I thought that one would do just fine. It said it had some fancy AI noise canceling crap.
The wind is terrible still?
Well, I can deal with it.
Okay, hang on. We're trying to see if the mic is working. Okay, now you're under the beard. There's such a delay. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? A woodchuck could chuck as much wood as a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Did y'all hear that? Okay, I'm gonna walk away now and keep talking. Can you read this? You're about as worthless as tits on a borehole.
No, I probably can't. They
Okay,
said
I'm
it
gonna walk
sounds
over
good.
there.
Good, better. Okay, wind is back. It's good. Loud and clear.
But it sounds like a microphone.
Sounds good. Okay, he's walking away. I will punch him in the eye.
Now can they hear me?
Can y'all hear him now? Well, you gotta say something.
Oh, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. You hear now?
Faint. Nope, no.
Can you hear me now?
They said the mic is not on. Nope, nothing. I don't know if the thing's on or not.
I'm just getting a little bit angry. They can't hear.
You might have to do it before you're on.
Here, open your
babe.
phone up.
I don't freaking know.
Come on, shit the bed. Where's your phone? Well, we're not sure if we had it on.
They said it's still on the phone, not the external mic.
Okay, turn your phone on so you can hear me.
What does that have to do?
So we can hear what they're hearing on your phone. So we can quit asking with a 15-second
I'm trying to
delay.
make sure Rhonda doesn't ram somebody into.
You got her on there yet there, Mocha Choca Loca? It's like SpongeBob. Well, we know we're good to buy it, but I want y'all to be able to hear me when I'm over there. So I don't have to carry y'all around and make y'all sick all the time. Okay, turn it up. Okay, tell me if you can still hear me. Can you hear me without a lot of wind noise? Or no? Can't hear me? Can't hear me at all?
It's very, very faint.
Okay, so then that's this thing's probably not on.
Yeah.
Do you have to hold it?
I don't think so, but I'm just trying to figure out how to.
How else would you do it? Did you wait till later to do it when you're not on live? There's no indication light on this to tell you if it's on or not. Everybody's fine. They're watching the cows. They're fine.
What's this? Is there like a way to?
No.
Oh.
But how do you know if these are on? Oh, wait. I see a light in this one now.
Oh.
Okay, there's no light in this one. See, I see a light right there. I don't think this one's getting in there deep enough. You know what I'm saying? It needs to be buried up in there. That's what it is. Hold this.
Which one?
See a little blue light in that hole?
Oh, yeah. Flashing.
There's a little.
Okay, it's not flashing. Okay, it's flashing.
You see, there's one there. Oh, come on.
Charged them all night.
Maybe this one powers off my phone. This one didn't charge, though, did it?
Yeah, it's in a little carrying case, like all together. That's why I got it. See, it's like a little AirPod looking case.
Okay, hold that. They're mean to her. They're not really mean to her. They're just saying, "We're the boss. Get back." I'll have to get a trough. This is a fed them all together. All the time. What? How did you get that on there? They just snap in there?
We've got food.
Oh, trust me, Ruth will eat. We'll get her in some food. Try and get this stupid thing. I can't get my phone out of my case, guys. I can't believe you put this in there last week and can't remember how you got it in there.
I said it was two separate pieces, did I not?
That's weird. We're about to get in a fight right here on the internet. Okay. Son of a bitch. Give me that thing.
Now it's blurry as shit.
It's clear to me.
Oh, well, my end is blurry.
Okay. Oh, now clicked in.
Oh. Hello, hello, hello.
Give me that.
I am about to stuff around.
I cannot believe that she put that phone case on there and then doesn't know how she put the phone case on there.
I said it was two pieces that snapped together.
That's so weird that you would just do that just like a week ago. Okay, you sons of bitches.
You're gonna break your phone.
Okay. Now, can you hear me on your phone, woman?
Idiot, I'm standing right beside
Don't call me an idiot. Y'all getting the real deal right now. I said, can you hear me? She's like, yeah. Well, no shit, you're right beside me.
Walk away from it, dummy.
Okay, you ready? You got your volume up? Now, can you hear me? Rhonda, stop. Can you hear me loud and clear? Or does it sound like I'm fading away? Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, dumbass of the week? How about now? What'd I just call you? Well, technically she is. How about now? Can you hear me now with my lower tone? My soothing voice. Does it sound good? Do I sound hot? Like, good morning, baby. What you doing over there? Good morning, people. Put it on the other side of the fence, goober smooch. Amateur hour out here. It's amateur hour. How many people are on there? Hopefully not a lot. Where it says people. Okay, that's bad. Well, we do what we gotta do. So wind noise is good now. I'm just gonna walk around out here like Geraldo. Remember Geraldo? Maybe that's what I should have got was a was a microphone. Fucker. Fucking bastard. Maybe that's what I should have got, was a microphone. Can you still hear me? Can you hear me? Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me? Get the fuck out. I just just ran down there to see about the voice check thing.
Guys,
They're done eating now. Why do I have a coat on? Rhonda has Rufus all fired up. Who cares? I'm all about myself right now. Survival.
coming back over there to ram the baby's down there with Rue.
That's okay.
No, I'm saying that's cute.
Oh,
Portable mic. Yeah, he's got one on now. Ruth has food. She's got 30 acres of food. They don't even eat.
y'all got the big boss going.
Okay, they're spoiled.
They may not be able to hear you over there.
Yeah.
That was interesting. Rufus wasn't playing there.
Oh, there is another mic. I wonder
Yeah, put it on. Listen, we're test running here. Y'all would prefer us to give you a test run, wouldn't you? I mean, I feel like the test run in live action is the best way to do it.
Okay, I put on a mic. Can y'all hear me now?
Do you still have your phone on?
No.
Rufus is pissed off today.
Yes, they can hear me now.
You know it?
Yeah, I got some mics for him. The only thing is he has to take his phone case off for it, so that's kind of sketchy.
Well, it's not like we're around a bunch of cows that can break it.
No, I was not a farm girl. I was a city girl.
You are now. I
I
can't
said,
call.
was I always? I said, near.
I can't call her a city slicker anymore. Can anybody see anything? You just go and look at the feed trough. Cameraman. They probably want to get in there and see Rufus.
Okay.
Camera woman.
Camera woman. Rufus is pissed off over here. Tell us when we first met. We met at work 14 years ago. Oh, he's mad. Oh, he just slung dirt all in my face. Oh, he's gonna lay down.
Get the other side of him.
We started the names with the R because when we first got Roxanne in 2020, Paisley really liked that song Roxanne at the time.
How much mic noise is it now? Is it okay?
Why do bulls claw or paw at the ground?
Because he's telling us he's a big bad sumbitch and that if you basically would like to try him, he's ready. They also love to have dirt on them. They got glands and smell all over them. And he's making a spot right there. He'll pee in it here in a second and most likely take a big giant dump in it.
Okay. Mike is crunchy. Where's the mic? It's in your beard.
Yeah. I can move move it.
Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. That's right. I used to say that at work all the time, Nancy.
I say the same thing, but I say it's better to
No, you don't.
act than react. Action usually always beats reaction.
What else is in Brent's beard? Nothing.
What is it?
Somebody said, what else is in your beard?
I found a big old bacon bit one day
Oh, stop.
with some ranch on it. No kidding. And it was a Zaxby sandwich.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. The chicken
And
bacon ranch
it was 2
sandwich.
days. It'd been there for 2 days.
Your heart is broke for Ruth. She's fine. She's fine, guys.
Well, I'll get a second feed trough. We'll feed them in 2 separate
We
spots.
just moved her over here. We got to get a second feed trough and we'll feed them half and half. But she is fine. There is hay. There is grass.
Don't worry, the boss is fighting everything she has in her.
Look, Brent
To not be
ignores
sad,
stuff
too.
like that. I do not. Oh, what's this thing up here? It's orange. Do I need to click on that?
Yeah, somebody sent something
Good
in.
morning from Nevada? Nevada.
Either one. We know what you're talking about.
Fuzzerson. Hello, Fuzzerson.
Did you click off of it? Did it make the screen a little bit smaller?
Kind of.
I know. It'll just keep getting smaller. It'll be about the
Hello
size of
from Malaysia. Okay. Hello.
Rhonda had Rufus, got Rufus all fired up there.
What is my name, Big? My name's Amanda. Rufus. Bubba's. Look at
Do you
your
have any
nose
treats in your
now.
car?
Huh?
Do you have any treats? I'm just trying to see if people can still hear me way out here without too much wind noise.
Hello from Morocco. Can y'all still hear him? The Netherlands.
Somebody's gonna get her to read something. Somebody sent something that's like dirty and see if she'll read it.
Indonesia, New Zealand. Yeah, they said it sounds good. Sweden. Orlando.
Somebody-
you guys are
somebody said
all over
something
the
that-
world. Stop talking. They can hear you.
I know, I was trying to get them to help you.
Canada, Italy, Arizona, or Oklahoma,
Said
South
something like,
Carolina.
"Eat off, Jack." Can they see old Rufus?
Yeah, they can see him. They said your sound is a little sketchy. Oregon, but now from Arkansas. Hello.
Good, so it's Rufus.
Look, Ruth is just fine. She's
Okay,
eating.
good, the mics work.
They don't have to have sweet feed.
I mean,
just
it's
a
pretty
treat.
damn windy. You know?
It's very windy.
I'm not really sure why Ruth is just so hell-bent on running into off the trough. I mean, Rhonda. You know what?
Well, they've only been together for like 24 hours.
Roro's down there with her mama. They're down there scratching on the top of a tree. Employee of the month goes to not Amanda. Did y'all notice I said employee of the month and I figured up how many weeks it was and put how many weeks in a row I've been employee of the month? Anybody catch that? Yeah, I'm not a whole employee.
Does owe me some flowers.
I panicked in the middle of that. I was supposed to hold all the stuff for her, and then on the card, it said that I was an employee of the month, then I would take the card from her and the other stuff. But I started panicking in the middle of it. Good job on training, big. Yeah, I know. I just work with what I got.
Yes, employee of the month goes to me.
You got to hit like on that just when you close it. You don't have to. But I
From
do.
FC 107 6. They
Okay.
know what's up.
Okay, you got one fan.
Yeah.
Good job. I can smell Rufus's breath from down here.
They're not being bullied.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not. She's just
Well-
telling them to scooch on over.
In the cow world,
Is that bullying in the cow world? Warning from Ohio State University
Rhonda won't
Agriculture
let-
Department. Hello.
Rhonda won't let anybody around her daughter. So that's just how it works. Ruby's about to have a baby. I
Brush
got a
Rufus's
million
teeth.
times more grass over here. Ruth is still my baby too. Rufus is mean mugging the shit out of me.
Rufus is about to be 6 in 3 weeks.
I'm really surprised that Rhonda was doing all that and not Roxanne.
Roxanne's too fat and pregnant. Oh my gosh, I can't read the comments.
What? Moving too fast?
No, something else.
What? What was it? Is my microphone on? Somebody being an asshole? Get an ad on your cheek.
Get it.
I haven't had any morals in a long time. Oh, morels, I mean, I'm sorry. Kidding. Ah, there's the wee bull, Rufus. Oh, Ruth? No. Thanks for You're welcome.
Come here, girl. I don't have any treats.
I can't stand not being in charge.
Come here.
Um,
What is this from?
water.
The rain the other day?
Yep. I don't know, but that 50 pounds of feed lasted about, I mean, how long? I mean, I fucked around on my phone for a while, but that wasn't, I'll probably put one more trough in there.
Maybe one up there and one over here.
Yeah, it's not gonna matter. What's gonna end up happening is Roxanne's gonna go to one, Rhonda's gonna go to the other one. And
Well,
We'll see.
Roxanne won't mess with Ruby.
well, we got fly spray. You just witnessed me soak everybody down. Oh, were you just telling them?
Oh my god.
What?
Ruth is obviously hungry.
Well, good. We may starve her for a few months. We abuse our animals.
And then eat her.
She'd make good
Because I
pork
like
chop.
steak.
Pork chop.
Is that those trees rubbing together? Sounds like an animal.
Pork chop from a pig. Nobody even got it.
Yeah, we get it. Pork chop.
I said pork chop.
Penn State University. We got it. We just didn't laugh.
Big boss thought that was funny. Oh, it's a funny one. Roxanne actually doesn't need, unfortunately, she doesn't need anything else. Like, I'm afraid in this last trimester, we've got her and Ruby both. Ruby probably doesn't need any more. We may have to stop feeding them grain altogether for the next at least 30 days. What can happen is the baby gets too big in this last stage, and we know that they've not missed any meals. So with Ruby, not so much Roxanne, she didn't have no problems, but with Ruby being her first calf with the heifer, she could lock her up. I missed somebody's comment, I think. Thanks for sharing. Oh, you're welcome. See the screen got smaller?
Yeah, it did. Why is it doing that?
I don't know, cows can get diabetes, but one thing y'all got to understand is that I know y'all see a lot of these oat milk cream pies get fed to Rufus and stuff, but they have 7 pounds of sugar in their sweet feed. Now, if 7 pounds, I'd say the box, the whole box might have, the whole box doesn't even weigh a pound, first off, maybe 1.5 pounds. So it probably has a few ounces of sugar. If I fed him cases and cases, he wouldn't get as much sugar as he does, 50-pound bag of feed with 7 pounds of sugar. It's good for him. It makes fat, energy, gives him a little bit of everything. I usually look up everything I feed him. Chocolate. He loves chocolate. Roxanne loves peanut butter. I looked that up too. I've not really found much that they don't like. Rufus's, if you can see Rufus's butt and Roxanne's butt, everybody's butt has a big old, let me see if I can show you here. If you see, everybody's got a green butt right now. They're not interested in hay. They're really not interested in grain. They're really not interested in a whole lot of anything. They're all chasing grass. That's why it was time to move them over here to this side. Yeah, so if they keep them looser and looser, we'll have to give them some mineral to back up some, because this is the first year we've actually had a ton of grass. And I know looking at it, it doesn't look like a ton, but it's more grass than we've ever had, isn't it?
Yeah. But they don't have anything to eat, remember?
Oh man, somebody pissed off the big boss with their comments.
They don't have anything to eat.
They don't see all the other speed stuff, babe. They don't see all that stuff, so.
They can't see the grass?
Well.
It's glowing green.
That's who we introduce. Welcome to the big boss.
Okay, I can, there's only
I don't even know who it was.
I don't know who it was either. I don't care. I'm just saying. I don't get irritated that easily, but dadgum, come on.
It was probably just spamming you.
I don't care. I fall victim to rage bait every time, okay?
The cows are not bony. They eat just fine. Oh yeah, God almighty. I mean, look at my place, guys. Look how much hay is on the ground. Can you all see the amount of hay on the ground?
And the grass.
And there's a whole bale right there Rufus rolled in there. People also don't understand that grain is 12%. The hay we feed is 16. So actually the hay is higher than the grain. The only reason they come to the grain like they do, the only reason you really want to keep feeding your cows grain is to keep them on your place. You want to keep them, they get on a routine, and you want to make sure, because there's a bajillion acres of woods back here, and if they get out and go back there hunting something, who was that? House Clover, y'all cracked me up. Rufus woke up the wrong side of the bed. Man, he don't know. Rhonda got him all fired up, chasing them other ones around. And I thought he was really going to chase me there. He started to break out.
I forgot that just happened.
He started to break out in a run.
Yeah.
And those two trees right there are not big enough. Like, they're skinny. Yeah, he was fired up. I seen the look in his eye. He has it all over his face when he wants to get you.
Look at Roxanne.
Yeah, it's just, y'all gotta have an explanation for some of these things. And I always just assume people know these things, but it's just, they just want that sugar. We want, the reason they get grain, we don't particularly like spending $40 a day on grain, but with us being way back in the boonies, I can shake a feed bag down here at this trough, and even if they're way the hell out and gone off the place, I can get them to come back. And this time of year is the worst because they see green over there, or they see tree buds they like to eat, they see some shit over there they want. It's nothing but woods. And even standing here in grass, you know, that whole bottom field down there, and then they got a giant field down here. Even standing in knee-deep grass, they'll go out to eat buds off a tree. Kind of an ugly view right here.
Read that one.
Done this one. Just click back
Gonna
on
make
there.
your screen smaller.
No, you just don't close it. You don't close it with that, close it with this.
Oh, okay.
How's Clover? Y'all crack me up. Clover's good. Oh, the Southwest Arkansas. Well, from Southwest, okay. We're just straight up above you up here in the corner. Clover's good. She's gigantic. It did get smaller. Clover is giganto. She is probably close to 250 pounds. Suit 4, thank you. I've missed the other person's name. Did you see it? You gone? We'll see you. You have a great day too. Happy Good Friday.
Rufus took down a tiny little cedar tree over there.
Who?
Rufus. Look at him.
That bush that Rufus has over there, I don't know if y'all can see him or not. That's a cedar. And cedars have a sap in them as a natural insecticide repellent. And he breaks the branches and rubs that all over his face, even though I just put fly spray on. No, we'll have his birthday party. I hope invitation. Nancy Adventure. We will, thank you, Nancy. We're gonna do it differently this year. We were thinking about it the other day, and I was like, you know what? Like, we always just give everybody a bunch of crap on their birthdays. And since Roxanne's, what day was Roxanne's? Did we say the 14th?
She's like a week older than him.
The 13th. Rufus is the 15th, isn't it?
No, the 25th.
Or the 25th, man, that's way off. So we're gonna do both of theirs on the same day.
Well, that's when we did it last year. I'd have to go back and look. It's
we
either
did,
like
we did it on his birthday. We backed it up from the time we got him, because he was a day old when we got him. We got Rufus first. So we didn't know if he was born the night before or the day before. So anyway, close enough. Shit, Rufus don't give a rat's ass. Just give him something to eat.
maybe we get him tons of cuties this year.
Oh, I put a hat on him. If y'all not seen the video, he had a birthday hat. Everybody did. I nearly died.
That was the year before last. Or was that last year?
I don't remember, but it was scary.
When we had the table down there and dumped all the cereal? That was the year before last. That was when he turned 4.
Yeah, we did the other one up there on the trailer last year. Oh yeah, we had streamers and shit going. Everybody's trying to eat stuff. It was chaos.
Don't forget to look at your things.
I did look at that,
Oh, you did? Okay.
I think. Yeah. I don't know how to get out of that without clicking one of these two. Maybe this one.
Oh gosh, it went smaller again. Why does it do that?
I don't know. I've tried to figure it out. The other day, my screen was only about the size of my fingernail.
Well, the hogs hurt the cows.
I've never had any issues with the cows being around them. Matter of fact, I got some video the other morning of a hog walking past Roxanne. She never even got up. So they're so used to them apparently at night that she never even got up. Roxanne should be having her baby coming up, and then Ruby over here will be a month or two after. Yeah, I know. Where's Big Red? He's down there. He tried to get me a while ago. I've not seen him have that look, but it was because Rhonda was chasing everybody, and anything can trigger a bull to act stupid. And Rufus, believe it or not, he loves to play. Loves to play. To see him act like that in the morning is pretty rare. That's why I try to do the lives in the morning, and then in the evening, I try to video content because they are way more active in the evenings and they're way crazier. That's when all the shit hits the fan. And the problem with going live in the evenings is everybody's down below that pond in that big field. We don't have any phone service down there. So I see where those hogs been digging this hay right here. Do I sound like I'm huffing and puffing right now? Can y'all hear me breathing in weird shit into the microphone? Tell me if you do, because if I get off here and I watch it, I sound like I'm having a stroke. Remember, oh God, I do remember that. So I travel for work. Who was it? When Ruth fell in the trough? Yes. So when the big boss was here taking care of stuff, before this road was here, I had the feed trough way up here because we couldn't get down in here. Because this is a mud hole. I had to put a culvert in here and build a road. But the trough was in this corner, so you could just park up there, walk down here. But you see that wire on that fence right there? Y'all see the one that's drooped way down? Roxanne knocked Ruth through the fence. And she fell on the ground out here while I was gone. And it was just Amanda here. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Rufus is so goofy right now. I was gonna get in there, but man, there is on this side of the place. There's nothing to get away from him. And I'll be honest with you, that fence right there, I can't get through that fence. And if he gets me going that direction, me and barbed wire have had some really bad run-ins. And then you get Uber Smooch on this other side. Oh no, she's down there. She's got something she's doing. She's mixing up some kind of seeds. She's got her whole agenda for today out here. Does she still have her mic on? You have your mic on still?
Oh.
Maybe for my beard. The wind got bad too. Oh, maybe his beard rubbing on the thing. Yo, milk Rufus. You could try. All I could think of is Kingpin when he said that. When he comes back with the bucket to the Amish still, and he's like, "We milked your cow for you." Okay, so in 6 weeks, y'all can count down. There will be, right where her car is, way over there, there will be a big old barn. and then it will have a big 20-foot hangover. And then I'll have power, hopefully not long after that, if not before. Power line comes through here. And then we'll have some real phone service and some real service, and we'll be able to do all kinds of shit. And I'm gonna try to get Hagen to drive out here with his pickup, and I'm gonna let Rufus out on this road. And if I can get somebody to help me, I'll shut the gate at the top so he can't just drive out. Not his new pickup. He's got another old pickup he drives. Well, the landscape just looks rough right now, but it'll get green eventually. We will. We need electricity. I could put Starlink. I can hook up to Starlink right now, but we'll be limited to near my pickup. The thing is, I need that whole field down there to Hagen will take the fence out. Hagen is actually terrified of Rufus. Go down here. For the house build. Oh yeah, she's fired up. That's why she's out here right now. We're looking at which way we want to turn it. I went ahead and changed it this morning to turn it another way, so I can make a bigger. Not only is I'm going to have a 40 by 40 with stalls in it, I'm going to have a 20 by 40 overhang with stalls outside, because with more I was thinking about it, I was like, Rufus is not going to go in this barn. He hates barns. But if I build him a 20 by 40 overhang, oh, does she? They said they can hear your radio.
What?
They said they can hear your radio.
I don't have my radio on.
Oh, they're just full of shit then. Something just fell out of this damn tree. Did y'all hear that? You're on your Bluetooth. It's the last time I'm bringing her, guys. Don't worry. Bring her anymore. Oh shit! That's I was afraid of. Damn it! Man, I smell a skunk right here. Rufus said, "That'll do. That'll do." I just want to get y'all down here. I don't know if y'all can see how big the fields are down at the bottom. That pond blocks all the view. But down in there, all this down in here behind these trees, there's a big old field. Down there's where all the shit chasing and flipping over and all the stuff happens.
Can you hear me?
So I don't have any electricity, and it's about a quarter mile or better to down here. So Starlink, you need power. Is she asking if you can hear her? Yeah.
Can you hear me? Or is it too far away?
She must be trying to figure out how to turn it off. She must be watching us to see if she can figure out how to turn it off. These things have a BOA is what it's called. Power. But they have no indicator on them that they're on or off on the mics. Rufus is like taking me head on here. I can't believe it's reading her from that. She's 200 yards from me. Charge him? No, man, I've eaten barbed wire fence before. And where he's at right now, where everybody's at, there ain't a tree for a long ways. That one's behind the fence. There's nowhere to go right out there, and you can't get away from him. Last time I did that, I went through the fence and I still have scars. I think Roxanne has cycled and, or not Roxanne, but Rhonda. The horses, I put them a bale of hay out. They're over that hump right there. Their pen is on the back side of that hump. It goes from there up all the way up the mountain on the back of that, way up over there. I quit putting the horses together because when the cows got pregnant, I've got one horse that likes to kick. She kicked Roxanne in the shoulder and damn near broke her shoulder. And then he kicked Rosie in the shoulder and almost broke her shoulder. It took me, I could not figure out what happened to Roxanne because I've had the horses with cows forever. But I got a new horse and he really likes to kick. He doesn't just kick them to be mean. They just all try to eat in the same spot. Or he's mad because he wants a hug. Tina. He's not mad. He is, see how he's standing with her? He's not eating, he's not doing anything. That is a sign that Rhonda is about to get prego again. Will they eat Easter treats? Depends on what it is. They just like a few things. Hey. Rhonda's supposed to be 6 years old, and I feel like that's accurate. I don't know when her birthday is. I could probably find out. Yeah, we're pretty stoked about the barn. But here's the thing. With cows, you just never know. They don't like a barn. I'm going to feed them in there, but like I'm going to have to do a lot of reinforcing because y'all seen how Rhonda was acting. And she'll run. When you get animals cornered, you know, we'll feed them out in front of the barn, but when you get animals start getting cornered up in tight areas is when they're smart. They know when they have you cornered. That's when they'll smash you. They are smart. Rufus knows when I'm cornered. I'm glad we got the mics working finally and I can walk around. No, Roxanne goes everywhere. Roxanne's starting to separate herself from everybody. She won't want nobody around her when she has her baby. She will go hide. This field's gonna be a little bit harder to hide in, but she will go hide. She'll get away. Rufus won't follow her either, which is weird. That's almost like he knows. And she'll go hide. Yeah, we got this microphone now. USDA's in the chat. I know how many people are in here that don't know much about cows or farming and all that stuff, but I can assure you they are extremely violent animals. Extremely violent and extremely tough, rough, abrasive. I cannot explain to you. I know they look like big old dopey dogs, but they are not. They don't think like a dog. They are their own animal. They are, I mean, I say that, but they do remember and they're not just food dependent when they come to you. They come to you because they remember you. But now the violence, I tried to explain a lot of it the other day, but horses are kind of like a cat compared to a dog, I feel like. Horses are very smart. Yeah. Rufus will stay right with her until she gives him the nod. Now you see Ruth? She's gonna chase the baby around a little bit. Rhonda's not paying attention. She's gonna get herself in trouble. Will the barn? Yes, that's, and it also is gonna have a corral in front of it so we can vaccinate everybody. We can put a mama in the cover. Tina, it'll have, it's all not gonna happen at one time, but we're gonna have the structure there, and then we're gonna start on the corral. Once we get it there, we can build off the barn. Then we're gonna build a good corral so that we can catch everybody. There's gonna be pens in the corral, plus a worker area, plus a chute, and hopefully a squeeze chute too, as we can afford to buy each thing. My biggest thing is I want to get this all built, at least situated before summer, and then I want to get the vet out here to give everybody their shots on my own place. So I'll take everybody to town, and because I need to get tetanus shots for Ruth. I need to get tetanus shots. You know, everything around here is metal, rusty, wire, shit everywhere. Tetanus gets a lot of cows, so we want to make sure they at least have their tetanus shots, and then any other black leg and other stuff. Which I'm in the middle of nowhere. You don't really think about it much, but those buzzards, dead animals, the birds eat from a dead cow that died from something crazy and then tracked into your property, and then that's where you get shit spread around. Yeah, Ruth is wild. Ruth trusts Rare up on everything, and her mama doesn't want her on top of Roro's back, and break her back, break her legs. I mean, I know you see Ruth standing there, but she's over 500 pounds. Baby's maybe 110 pounds now. So she can break her back, she can break her legs, just with her playing. They're very violent critters. I try to explain that, but people just don't understand how rough they can get. She won't let Ruth eat with Roro for probably, now you see the size difference in them. See, Ruth is just a big sister. She's just doing what kids do, picking, laid on top of her. Now Roro is gonna run off. So that's just what they do. If you notice, the two pregnant girls are nowhere around. One's way over there, one's way over there, and they start separating themselves for a lot of reasons. They don't want Rufus sniffing around on them. They start putting out scents and stuff now. They don't want Rufus trying to mount them. They're tired. They don't want to be, normally they can just get out of his way. But when they get big and pregnant, they start putting the same smells that they would if they were ready to cycle to get pregnant. So Rufus will try to mount them. They try to stay away. Oh yeah, me too. Horses are very, very violent. Um, people don't people don't understand horses either. I've seen horses, stud horses, reach across a fence like that right there with their mouth, grab my dad's mare by the neck with my dad on the horse, pull him and his horse by the neck with a bite onto her neck, pull him and his horse through that fence, just cutting the piss out of everybody and everything. Drag the mare into the pen with the stud so he could mount her. So horses are very, very, very violent also. I was just trying to teach people like stud horses and different horses, and I've seen horses pick up smaller horses just with their mouth, sling them around. Um, they're very strong. Horses have teeth on the top and bottom. They also have dog teeth that come in. They're kind of like a round spike. I forget what year they come in and then they go away. I'm not a giant horse guru, but they can they grow in like a fang almost, and when they bite, they can really get a hold with it. It's not smooth. Tommy, thank you. Ruth is a year old right now. Within another couple of weeks, I think, and then so she gets pregnant. If she's pregnant now, she'll be close to 2 years old by the time she has a calf. So she'll be double her size right now, close to it. Good morning. We got a microphone. Well, not all horses, but they have it in them. They're all capable of the same thing. They have it in them. It's kind of like walking up to, let's just say, I own Rottweilers, so say you walk up to a Rottweiler you don't know, and it may be the biggest, dopiest one on the planet, or it could be one that wants to bite you. That's right. Horses, big old horse, 1,500-pound horse, 1,800-pound horse. When I saw my dad and his horse get pulled through a fence, my dad was a very big man, and he had a very big mare he was riding, and that stud grabbed her by the neck and drug her through that fence, and all those wires were stretching and breaking and cutting, and the hair was flying, and that put the fear into me to know what they're capable of. Well, when everything's going good, it's good. When everything goes bad, it goes really, really bad. I had a horse that was crazy. Me and my dad was riding down a road, and horses don't really like donkeys. They just look different. They look weird, and if you're on a horse that's never seen a donkey, they'll spook big time. So if you ever see a donkey and you're riding and your horse doesn't see it, you always want to try to get them to see it before they get too close to it. Or at least every one I had, you're always trying to get your horse to see something if they've never seen it. If you don't take them off the farm much and they don't get to see the world much, they don't know what things are. Man, do I remember getting run through some fences on horses because of donkeys running up to the fence. Why don't I separate the feet so Ruth can eat? No matter where I put the feet in this pen, they're going to go to it. It doesn't matter. The second I try to move a bag anywhere, they're going to go to it. I'll be able to separate them a little bit, but yeah. If it was in the middle of the winter and there was snow on the ground or something right now, and there was no grass, and there would, you know what I mean, like that'd be a different situation. Nobody's hungry. Look, like nobody's doing nothing. Rhonda's picking a little bit. Yeah, Rufus has pushed me through a fence before. This is the first day I fed them. Y'all saw what I saw. You got to feed them first to know how they're all going to act. I brought 2 bags of feed. One bag of feed, one in the trough over there. It's about 20 minutes to the feed store. There's one bag of feed, one in the trough over there. You got to see how they're going to act. Well, now we know. You've seen it for the first time, just like I did. You adjust. Farming is a constant adjustment. If I brought a handful of feed in here right now and tried to give her a handful of feed, she would come over here and stomp her out. If I tried to pour some feed out right there, she would get stomped out. If I tried to give her a treat right now, she's gonna get stomped out. Like there's a reason. I know you don't understand and you're not smart enough to take my word for it, but there's a reason behind everything I do. And do I want to see her get hurt? No. Would she get hurt? Yes. Is it worth giving her a handful of feed to get her hurt? Nope. Sometimes you just gotta take my word for things. Do I do this for views? Nope. These are my animals. I do the same thing no matter what's going on. Oh, did I miss something? Tina, if you need to get Rufus in a trailer or pen, how do you get him to go in? Okay, so I've only had to get him in when he was hurt, and it's almost like he knew he needed to go. I have a portable corral right here. The rest of it's on the other side. And basically, once he gets in the corral and I get him closed in, if he doesn't tear out of it, he'll go in a trailer for feed. I can put feed up in the trailer and he'll go in. So it's you treat him with feed, basically. But I tried to catch him when he split his jaw. He split his lip. Do Jersey cows have? No. Any dairy cows are real bony looking. A real true Jersey, they're real super bony. They just look like they're starved to death too. Look up a real true Jersey milk cow, and they just look like they're starved. See, Ruth's gonna come over and pick some more. I always carry something, but if any kind of wrapper, crinkling, or anything, you get mobbed. He broke the block off his foot backing out of the trailer, actually. The block was just temporary. Basically, he had an abscess in his hoof. See, look, she's gonna smash her head against the ground. Her mama's not looking. That's why, that is why her mama does what she does. Did you see her smash her head down into the ground? Everybody wants to call Rhonda mean. Not everybody, just a few people, but she gonna keep that baby from getting killed when she ain't looking. Let's see what she does. She gonna lay down by her there. They want to harass. She just wants to harass. I know everybody thinks it's fun, but she likes to harass. That's what they're bored. Ruth gets bored. She wants somebody to play with. Just tried to smash her head, then laid down beside her. That's what they do. They're just like kids. Rona's gonna plop down too. They do. I love it. Man, that's a good picture. I wish the big boss come take a picture of that. I forgot my other phone. Wonder if I can walk down there without anybody getting up. Probably not. Am I still Zoom, son? Oh yeah, I am. Oh, Ruth is laid down too. She looks like a damn walrus. I say that every time. Man, I wish I could get a picture of that, but I doubt I can. No. See, everybody gets a pecking order going. I'll have to come back in here. Cuteness thing, Sneaky. I knew she wouldn't lay there long. I knew it. I think I got enough for a picture though. Where are we at? 142 minutes in. What's you two siblings doing? Half sisters. What you doing, girl? Girly pop. I don't know if Ruth let me walk up there or not. What you doing, girl? I haven't been able to spend much time with her because she's been with Redford and he's so crazy. What are you doing, girl? Can I sit down here without getting ticks on me? Maybe. There is a good spot. Can y'all see anything? I can't. See if you can't. Man, she's gonna have some big old horns. Roro. What are you doing? Let me get up for a second. I don't know that y'all can even see. Is it Zoom still? Oh, it is. Sorry. Not sure that happened. That's what she said. I haven't got to spend a lot of time with Ruth because she's been over there on Redford side. Roro is so mesmerized by Redford. She's like, what are you? Why are you these colors? Her mama's like, stay away from that guy. He's crazy. Is Rosie pregnant? She wasn't last time we tested her. Should she be pregnant by now? Yes. Ruth, please don't. Ruth, you're a one long-legged chick now. Look at those legs. Oh no. You're too big to play anymore. You hurt me. No, I took my case off my phone. One thing is, if you can keep their head up, they won't get you as bad. If you can keep their head held up, they're not as bad to get you. Because her horns, I don't know if y'all can see them, they're not gonna be round. They're gonna be with a base, like a big boss base. She got the hump. She's big. Can y'all see how big she is? Or I even got her in frame. So let me get on the other side of her so y'all can see. She doesn't look as big till you're up beside her, but she's good size. Huh. She's still just a baby too. Huh. She still remembers. She let me touch her everywhere. It won't be long though. She'll have some big old thick horns. I keep forgetting y'all can actually hear me now. Hey, Roro. Roro's like, I would like some pets. You're the baby though. You're the first baby. This is not Rhonda's first baby. This is her third or fourth baby. I got her after she had 3. I think it was 3. So I think she's the 3rd or 4th. But it won't take long for Roro, stop. Stop. Ouch. It won't take long for this is all she does. She wants to play with her. She did too big shit. You gotta wait a little while. They're just too big. Nah, you'll hurt me. She just likes to attack. Look at that. Don't think they're limber. Look at that kick. She can kick all the way to her neck. Ruth is a year old. That is Redford's son, and that's Rufus's first daughter. If you're just joining us, I'm getting attacked. Everybody wants to stand right at the camera. You just gotta love this face, though. I mean, come on, look at those teeth. She used to really like to be hugged. Oh, she still does. She's a hugger, like her mom. Okay, guys. I don't want to get smashed anymore in the kneecap, Roro. She's found a spot on my kneecap that's hard. They don't like things that are soft. Like your thigh, that's not the best spot. They like your kneecap or your hip bone or your shin bone. When they feel something solid, that's where they whack you. She's just gotten beautiful. She is just white. I mean, she got the gray, but I haven't got to spend a lot of time with her because Redford is so goofy. I was going to show y'all something here in their mouth. I don't know if anybody's ever seen this or not. But back up a little bit. I'll pet you. Back up. Let me see where my camera's at. Back up a little bit. That's good. I don't want a rough house. If y'all can see in her lip right here, it looks like little plastic fingers. I always think that's so cool. Okay. We couldn't really see because she's wanting to attack. And the more I do that, the more she's gonna wanna butt me. See? Now we did it. She's like, oh, you wanna fight? Well, you're 500 pounds now or better. So I don't really do too good fighting you, and you got horns and they hurt. See how they're real wide at the bottom? She's gonna have a horn kind of like a damn water buffalo. It's gonna be real wide at the bottom, like oblong, like an egg. Okay, I'm gonna go with the boss do her seeds. Roxanne. It's a fine specimen. Look at that big old flat back on her. She looks good. Little head. Big old butt. She's not a bad looking cow. I know. She'll be awesome looking. I don't know what her horns will look like. They all look kind of different. They're not anything that stays the same. There's a blackbird. I swear it was just about to land on her back. Oh, it's 70 something out here today. My pond has turned just brown as shit from all this bulldozer work I've done. Oh well. Okay, guys. We got more likes than people. Hells to the yeah. Let me go up there and get the big boss. See where these seeds are gonna go. I told her I was just gonna go live until she got here. Then I remembered the microphone, then I just trailed off. That's okay. Guys, have a great day. I'm gonna head out. We'll see you guys. Thank you guys. If I missed anybody, thank you.